Good morning. I am the Moon Mama. How are you all doing today? Today is Friday, and Friday is the day governed by Venus, and Venus is currently in Taurus. And Taurus is the constellation that governs how we make money, our senses, art. And when I say our senses, I mean touch, taste, smell, food, hearing, it's music, and then Uranus is there, and Uranus is the planet, it's like of rapid change, of spontaneity. And so Uranus in Taurus is the reason we've been having all of the shifts in our earth patterns, um, like how the reason it's being sped up, right? Uranus in Taurus is literally going to change the patterns of our earth and how it has been functioning for the last several thousand years, right? So the thing is, the earth spins on its axis and it's on a tilt, and it's as it spins around the sun. It goes on these cycles that run for 24,000 years as it rotates on its axis. And it's in a rotation right now. We're changing ages. We're going from one age to the next. And that just means that the earth is in a new position in relationship to the light of the sun, which then changes the way Earth is experiencing light. And so everything shifts around that. And we've had these changes many times in our planetary cycle and system. There was a time when the Sahara Desert was an ocean. There was a time when Arizona was an ocean. So we're just seeing the pattern shift again. And, we've been here for billions of years doing this, or at least the earth has been here for billions of years doing this. And we're living through a shift. And so that's why we're seeing these health things going on, and, coastal lines and glaciers melting and all that sort of stuff. And it's just going to continue. It's not going to go back. So we have to learn how to live here now. We have to learn how to change. We have to be different. And we can. It's totally possible, because that's the nature of our humanity. We can transform. We can change our minds. We can adapt, and we can learn to live in rhythms with the cycles, because that's what we're capable of. And so now, as we're going through this health crisis, which they are calling a coronavirus or something like that, I think it's really significant for myself, first and foremost, that I'm very grateful that I have spent a lot of time working to dissolve fear in my psyche. The moon is in Scorpio today, and the moon in Scorpio brings us to fear, because Scorpio is the unknown and often the unseen. It's the depths of the ocean. So that's the place where we know the least about on our planet, the ocean, right? So we are in that psychic realm right now. And the question is, can you just give yourself permission to ask? Like, if you just engage your fear, if you just ask, well, what am I afraid of? And then just allow yourself to list the things that you're afraid of. Like, just allow those things to come. And then, and then ask, well, what would happen if this happened? And see how you feel, and just feel that feeling in your body. Whatever comes up, feel that feeling in your body, and feel it and breathe deeply into it, and then, let it go. And then see what else you're afraid of, right? I know that I used to carry a lot of fear around being homeless, and I've carried so many fears of abandonment and all sorts of stuff. And I just allow myself to love myself through it. I really do. I just go, okay, And now, here we are. And then I bring my energy. A girlfriend of mine, her name is Jackie Levitt, she says, bring your energy to the bottoms of your feet. And I do that. And then once I bring my energy to the bottom of my feet, I'm back in my body. I'm out of my head. I'm in my solar plexus, and I breathe. And so you do that. Do that to manage your fear. Just breathe and engage yourself in a conversation. And also, as they are, you know, encouraging us to isolate and not be around other people as much as we would be, this is a good time to get to know yourself, to get to love yourself, to get to listen to yourself, to get to engage, you know, invite your higher self to be with you, commune with God in you. Like, that's where God is. God is inside of you. So spend some time there and see what you can learn. It's such a fascinating experience. I know that I'm just in awe of everything that's happening now. And I really encourage people to start asking the deeper questions and share this video if you like, because we're about to have a Mars Pluto conjunction coming up, which is it's an explosive energy. It's a energy that I would say is really violent. And I don't know what that really means, but I encourage us to, like, before this happens, if we start asking, what is, where am I holding violence? Where am I holding anger or resisting it? Because these transits just play on something that's already in the psyche, right? So where, and maybe it's in a place in your work life, maybe it's in a place where you're holding something that doesn't work for you any longer and you're still doing it, but you don't really want to be doing it. Like, just see where you're holding sort of discontent, where it could be combustive. And if it is, begin to nurture yourself there, begin to love yourself, because with what's going on the planet right now, we really want to begin to take responsibility for the energies that are within us. And I would encourage you to do burning rituals, like write it down and then burn it. And then let it go and bless it. Write it down. Whatever you're still holding anger about, write it down. Just write it out and then burn it. And that will dissipate that energy of rage and anger that we are coming into a transit with now. Okay. So if you'd like to do some work around your chart or around healing and transformation, for your family, for your generational experiences, if you'd like to do natal chart readings for yourself or your family or friends, reach out to me. Or if you'd like to join the next moon course, which is going to be rooted in Aries. And this is going to be an incredible course because it's all about having the courage to resurrect yourself. Like, after we've gone through or we're in the midst of really intense things, how do you find the courage to keep moving? How do you find the will to continue to thrive? How do you seek the light when you're in the darkest time? That's what we're going to be doing this cycle. And so I encourage you to join. All right. Peace and blessings. I'm the Moon Mama. Have a wonderful, wonderful day. Bye-bye.